Yo, peace to the gods, my beautiful reflections. How y'all doing today? We're gonna talk about something that's important, right? We always talk about something that's important. All right, it's gonna be about movement. All right, I just pinned the comment movement. So what am I talking about? What do I mean by that, right? So, on this journey, we gotta reverse ourselves. Get back from believing all the lies, right? And living through the lies to forcing ourselves back into our natural state, correct? And moving back into our divine purpose, right? And divine journey. So whoever is on my type of time, on my frequency, okay, people that are on my frequency are people that think, well, your frequency is determined by what you think about most frequently, correct? So if you have the same frequent thoughts as me, if you watch my videos a lot, things like that, right? Then you probably have similar thoughts to what I have, right? So if you're on this frequency and you're ready to break out of the matrix, as in moving it closer to yourself, your natural state, your natural environment, okay? That's exactly what I'm on. So I'm making this video to send a message out to all my reflections that are ready to bring resources together, right? And actually make a movement, because we have all this knowledge, but the knowledge is literally nothing without movement. So that's why you've seen me. I've gone to Hawaii, created tribe, Costa Rican, created tribe, Puerto Rico, and also created tribe, then Africa and created tribe. So without trial and error, we're not ever going to figure out anything. And plus, it's not going to be easy to come out of 400 years of slavery and 400 years of programming, right? And breaking out of these things to come together and bond, right? So we have to be willing to fail, right? In order to come together. So I'm calling out to y'all, my reflections. Y'all hit me in a DM, people message me, whatever, and we gonna create something, right? Even me, myself, like I've gone on my journeys where I've, created tribe and made money and started living the natural lifestyle, self-sustainability, being able to fetch our own water, food, and create our own shelters. Sometimes I started out with tents, hammocks, even living out on the floor and on the land that I had connected to certain tribes, right? And certain people, my reflections. On this journey, you're not gonna have every single detail, okay? We're trying to move just in logic alone, right? Because like in Babylon, right? In this system that we grew up in, we try to move on just logic alone. Like we grow up, you go to school, you get a degree, then you get this nice paying job that's secure, and you work for this many years, right? It's not bad to have that, but to think that's all you need, right? To have a true, fulfilling spiritual life, okay, on this journey, it's not enough, right? So if we move just in logic alone, we're not going to be able to accomplish the things that we need. We have to also move in the unknown, right? The magical creative realm, the imagination realm, right? The divine feminine, right? In order to awaken our dreams, we must become dreamers again. Use our imagination with our first eye, right? So we must become like children again. So what I'm saying is, we must use our imagination and truly believe that we can accomplish these things, okay? And move forward and not know every single detail of how we're going to do this, right? But we're gonna have to come together in some kind of way. So I'm saying, let's come together, let's build, let's talk, whoever wants to talk, because I don't plan on staying here. I came back to Minnesota in order to create some kind of little security for myself. Let's just make some money, which I got a job now, that I've been working, and I'm saving up a little bit of money. But I'm gonna do that. But I'm still not gonna be here for very long. I'm gonna be here for a few months, stack up some money, then move out. And I'm planning on moving out to the tropics, where maybe some people that are already in the tropics can help, and we can connect. And then go from there, maybe find other ways to make money while we're in the tropics, and then sustain ourselves in that kind of way. Because in this journey, we kind of need money to make this shit work. Kind of need it. So that's the plan. So anybody that's on that same type of time, hit me up. Let's talk, let's video call, let's do all that, right? Because movement is the only thing that matters, is what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be moving exactly right now, but very soon. I'm not the type to just sit around and just talk about it all day long. You guys can see that. I'm about movement. I'm about actually doing it. I will actually travel and move. All right? So niggas is actually not scared to be on the journey and move around and connect with people, connect with reflections. Okay, you're on my frequency and we should connect. We should talk, you know? And we don't have to completely agree on every little thing. No, but we have to be on very close to the same frequency, have the same understandings, knowing that I am everything and everything is me, on the Christ consciousness frequency, right? And wanting to bond and connect back to our natural state, right? And that's it, you know? And I bring myself, like, with me, I bring a lot of experience from what I've been through failing and all those type of things, and also succeeding in certain areas. So I have a general idea of how this shit works, right? So anybody else that has that kind of experience, let me know, right? Okay, and I have one of my reflections named Karunji, right? She is Olivia. It was in one of the last tribes that I was in, right? Light body tribe, y'all seen that. And she's about to come in here right now, actually. Having me before. Conscious Queen, you said take me with you. Yeah, we can do it, man. We just gotta set it up. We gotta talk.
What?
If you want to see, that's what it is. Gotta make movement peace. Goddess, what's going on?
Yes.
You got the natural hair going, I see.
Of course, antennas on popping.
So I'm just talking about coming together on this frequency, you know? Because everyone thinks we need all this money, all this money. No, it's not that deep. We do need money. And we do need to find a way to be sustainable. But on this journey, when I went to Hawaii, when I went to Costa Rica, all these places, I didn't have a whole bunch of money. I never did, ever. Okay? And I manifested because the universe is the universe cannot show you its magic unless you actually take a step and take a leap of faith into the unknown, right? You actually go out there, take the step first. Then the universe can show you its magic. It's going to send you people that's going to help you on the way, you know? If you need to manifest a car, it's going to send you somebody that's going to help you manifest a car. If you need to manifest some land, it's going to send you somebody that's going to manifest you some land. This is exactly what happened to me. But how I got there first was connecting with like-minded individuals. And this is what I'm going to do again. Because it's a cycle.
Follow me and I make you a believer. That's it.
That's a fact.
Exactly. Yo, we had everybody following us, right? Everybody's following us like, wait, what?
We
had everybody following us like they was like, nah, these people.
You talking about in Costa Rica or Africa?
Just like in Africa, I think Africa, as soon as we landed, like everybody was like, I mean, like once we started giving out the knowledge, like we started giving out the knowledge and we was homeless for a minute. Right? And they start giving out the knowledge and then opportunities just keep coming. There's a lot of time we was stuck.
Mm-hmm.
We was stuck a lot of times. We had no money. We didn't have no, no connections. And boom, something just opened up.
Yes, it has to open up because we are God. We are the source of our own existence.
Yes, exactly. That's
the frequency of what you want to attract to yourself. Okay?
Yeah. So the main thing is like you just have to fear no evil. Fear no evil. That's the only way. That's the best way I can put it.
Yeah, some people do live in fear of something might happen to me, I might get hurt. No, people that are on this frequency, on the Christ consciousness frequency, you know that you cannot be hurt. You cannot be hurt by anything external of you because the external world is the internal world. Okay, the only thing that can hurt you is you. If you create bad karma for yourself, okay? If you go hit somebody, do something right for no reason, then you're gonna get that karma. You're gonna hurt yourself, right?
Right.
Other than that, you're protected, okay? On this Christ consciousness frequency, you're protected by your frequency, okay?
Exactly. And everything is, you have to know everything is always working. Everything is always working for you, yes. For myself, for I and I. Everything's always working for me.
Everything is always working for you. Right.
Like, I think that we think we came out here, it was going to be, oh, just come out here. Not, but I'm still seeing myself in my purpose. Like, I cannot even get away from this knowledge.
You can't. If you're on this frequency, okay, people that are on my frequency, you're probably the type to listen to knowledge all day long, and you never get tired of it. And when you hear it, it makes you feel good, okay, and it brings clarity to your mind. When you listen to people like me, Nature Boy, maybe the old young Pharaoh, you know, some Louis Farrakhan, some Muhammad Ali, like I post on my page. If you understand these minds, okay, you're on my frequency. If you watch my videos, you're on my frequency. That's why you keep watching it, okay? So you have to understand. This is the people that you need to be around, okay? This is people that know that you're God. You want to be around people that know who you are, that know that you're God. When I'm around my family here in Minnesota, they don't know that I'm God. They don't know who I am. So they just look at me like a regular dude or someone that just doesn't know what he's doing. They don't understand this frequency, right? So I'm naturally going to feel more misunderstood and feel more hate and confusion from them, or they might feel it from me because we're just not on the same frequency. It's static there, okay? We're not on the same radio station, you see? But people on the same radio station, there's no static because we're on the same frequency, the same vibration, the same wavelength, okay? This is where you find harmony, right? But we still need to communicate within that because there's still obviously certain areas where we have misunderstanding because we're just coming back into our knowledge of who we are. So we have to actually be very patient with each other, okay? And actually teach and learn from each other
Exactly. Constantly.
constantly.
That part, the patience part. Yeah, that part. And have is it sympathy or have
Sympathy and empathy for others.
yeah, like the word I'm looking for is like you can't really you have to understand, like you have to understand where they at, you know. So why do you understand, like, oh, you know what, that's like I said, patience, you know, you understand, like, okay, that's where they at on their journey. So we have to show that, you know, patience and love.
Right.
Yeah, we have to show it.
Patience and love and understanding. Love is understanding. So the more we communicate, the more we can understand each other. The more we communicate, the more we can understand each other. Communication is the biggest key. Communication. The reason why we have wars in this world is because of lack of communication and misinformation, and it causes confusion. Okay, and that leaves a lot of us in institutions. See, that's a whole bar because it's all connected. All this thing that we're going through is predetermined, predestined, right? So you're gonna get through it. That's how you know you're protected, right? So people that are on this frequency, you should know, fear no evil, for you are everything that you see. You are the projection. You are projecting everything in your reality that you see. And the things that you feed to yourself is what's going to come out. Life is like an input-output system, even though the output is the input. It's a contradiction. Life is like a big contradiction. It's a paradox at all times.
Yeah, and
So I get tricky.
One of the things you say a lot is infinite. It really does feel like it. Like I'm starting infinite. Because when I think like, okay, good, I'm going back into a sleep, then I realize like, oh shit, I'm coming back into my weirdness.
Mm-hmm. Back into another frequency of reality, right? Where you have different levels of realms. This human existence right here is a very dense reality, and it's slowed down, right? So we're able to experience in a certain kind of frequency and remember more things that happen here, even though we have other realities that we live in because we're multidimensional beings. You see? So in this reality, we have to really pay attention to what the rules are in this reality, okay? What's going on in this reality? Who are the leaders of this reality, okay? Where did we come from? How does this work? Okay, what is our original state? We have to ask ourselves these questions in order to know where we are and where we're going. We have to know where we came from to know where we're going, right?
Exactly. I think this is why, you know, like as much as people want to deny this knowledge, like they keep some part of them that's just pulling us back closer to them, because it's like if you just have like, if I could just touch the hem I'm quoting the Bible. If I could just touch the hem of his garment, because some people they understand like like to in order for you to actually get a chance to even find this awakening this truth, find it through whatever means. even by touching the hem of his garment. That's what the Bible said. And I quote that because for me, I became when I had one eye open, I had one eye open, and my cousin, she told me, she was like, yo, you got one eye open. And I was like, because I was seeing,
We're
and
seeking for that
yeah,
knowledge, keeping that eye open for the
and
knowledge.
I was like, when I took that baton, I took that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold on to that. And I held on to it as long as I can. That's what you got to do too. Divine,
Right.
come to the divine feminine. So even if you're here right now on this live, and you keep coming back here on this live, you keep connecting with these videos,
A
then you
frequency. It's
gotta
in the video. You're connecting with a frequency. I'm not really just a person of being. I'm a frequency. What I am is a frequency. My skin it appears brown because I'm vibrating at a certain frequency right now. Right. So if you keep coming back to it, right, it's because you're trying to connect to this frequency. You want to connect.
you
So we
want to
must become
stay
closer to each other. All right.
you want to stay here, you want to stay here at all times. Definitely want to stay here at all times, meaning you want to stay with this feeling, the feeling that you get, like, that the wholeness that you get when you accept like what it is that you've been learning. You want to stay with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To stay with that knowledge that you've been learning, to stay on a high frequency, right? You must constantly be watching it, constantly be indulging your five senses, all of them inside of the knowledge, which is what? The knowledge is going out into nature and plugging your body directly to the earth. Okay? That's why it's important to go to the actual tropics, to connect to the earth with your body and be naked. Okay? This is what I actually did. I took my body, my organic technology, which is my human body, and I took it to the tropics, close to the sun. And I went naked to the naked beaches, right? Naked in the jungle. And I connected myself back into mama, into the earth. This is exactly what we must do. And when we do this, it activates ancient DNA within our body, okay? That connects us back to our higher self, which is our original self. You see, that's how it's a cycle because we're in our lower frequency, our lower self, and we're going back into our higher self. That means that we once were in our higher self, and we go down to the lower self sometimes, right? Because life is a cycle. It's an infinite cycle. So we're in a certain age, the golden age, the age of information, right? The age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius meaning to come together, coming together, and right, and connecting, networking, right? And then we elevate ourselves, each other, by building each other up, right? This is what we must do, okay? And this is why I'm putting this beacon out for all my reflections, like boop, 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 like Bluetooth.
Yeah,
And you want to connect? Let's connect.
he's been very, very consistent, like, very consistent with this message because he's passionate about, humanity, about his kingdom. He's very passionate, and I've been trying to get other male, black men to listen in, but whew, been
You
there.
have to understand and embody it. You can't understand it if you don't truly embody it. It's hard to, very difficult to understand.
Knowledge. That's the word. You gotta embody it. So let's start working on that. And the way how you embody it is you gotta start loving yourself, your organic self, your organic being. Everything you're doing that's not in line with this knowledge is going to cause you to suffer. You wanna feel that shit.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
you feel that shit. You be like,
If you're on this high, the higher your frequency gets, the higher you get into, the more in tune you get with nature. When I go to the tropics and I get in tune with the earth and I'm naked and the sun is just rubbing me and it's activating all my dormant genes, right? When I come back here, you can feel the difference, the disconnect, right? So the higher my frequency is, which my frequency has raised since I went there and came back, now it's higher. So now that I'm here, right, in this high frequency, it's automatically even more uncomfortable for me to be in the system, right? Because I understand what's really going on, right? So it brings more pain because I'm aware of what I should be doing. right? So that's why I know that I must be doing it. I know what I need to be doing, right? And that's it. So let's make a plan. That's it.
Yes.
I mean, yes, we're gonna fail. Yes, we're gonna mess up. Yes, we're gonna make mistakes. But that's one step closer. Okay.
Talk about the attachments. The attachments. Because sometimes the attachments not gonna be ready to move with you. You know.
Yes. That's why you must let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of what you don't need. Take what you do need. Okay, which is just you. You need just your body. When I went and I traveled, I didn't bring 3, 4, 5 suitcases. No, I brought one backpack every time that I traveled. Okay, because the less that you have, the more valuable you feel. The essence of life and you connect with it.
And a book.
What?
And a book. One backpack and a book.
Oh yes. I just bring my backpack, you know, and I move. You don't need all these things. You don't need all these material things. You don't need that.
Peace,
Okay? And if you truly care about the knowledge, you truly care about connecting with your soul, which is the sun, the source of you. If you truly care about that, you're not going to care about fucking clothes and shit like that. You're not going to care about your new speaker that you got. No, nothing matters more than divine knowledge of self and connecting to who you truly are. Okay? Connecting to the pure sun, the pure 4 elements. There's more elements than 4, but the 4 main elements, right? Connecting to that. And the most primal way to do that is to go to the tropics, get closer to the sun, especially if you're black. Because black people, we don't get enough sunlight when we're living in this place. Look, there's no fucking sun here. What the fuck is this? A gray sky? No, I don't need this. What I need is the tropics, right? I need to connect with my divine reflections, okay? And we got to stop playing games. You know, I'm a fire sign. I'm a Leo. So I have a lot of fire. So when I speak, you're going to feel a lot of inspiration within you when I speak, because the fire is that. Fire is movement. See, I pinned the word movement right there because the fire is movement. Okay? It's what it's for. I'm supposed to spark a fire under your ass and make you want to move. That is my whole purpose of my being. Right? I am a part of you. Right now, when you hear me speak, you're listening to yourself speak. I am you. Because separation is an illusion. When I say, I am love, or I am great, what do you hear in your mind? Your brain, your mind hears, I am great, I am love, okay? It doesn't hear, he's great, or he's love. No, you hear, I am great. So when I speak, and you're listening to me, you're becoming one with me. You're having sex with me. We become in union, okay? It becomes one.
Exchange.
Sacred energy exchange. Yes.
Yes.
So whatever you pay attention to, whatever you indulge your senses to, you become.
Everything.
So when you hear me speak, you're hearing yourself speak, right? Yeah. And if you resonate with that, that means that's something you need to connect to. You need to connect to in real life, okay? You need to connect to it and understand it and feel it and know it, right? Because we have a purpose, a divine purpose with each other. That's why we're resonating on the same frequency, okay?
Yeah, everything,
so that's what I have to bring.
Energy. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. So that means, you know, pay attention to what energy that is being fed, that you're being fed, because that's going to determine how you feel. That's just basically, you know, that's just the bottom line of it.
Yeah. Exactly. The energy you consume will determine how you're going to. So when I'm working my job, right, and I'm in the car with these guys that I'm working with, right? Some of them, these white boys, some of them, right? They play this music. They play a whole bunch of black, ignorant music, like about killing and shooting and robbing. And I was like, I think because I'm in this car, they're playing that, but not really. They actually listen to that because they think it's cool, because that's what they promote, right? They promote that in the system in Babylon, the killing and robbing of black people, so that we destroy ourselves and self-destruct, right? So when I was in the car, they're playing this music. I'm like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable. Like everything that they're saying, I'm about to shoot a nigga, rob a nigga. As soon as I hear shoot, rob, my mind, my third eye is so open that it imagines that. I imagine the shooting, the robbing, and killing, and I can feel it because everything in existence is me. I'm the only thing in existence. So when I hear it, I feel it. I'm like, oh fuck. Hey, I'm like, yo, bro, turn that shit off, bro. Can you play something else? So I tell this nigga, play something else, bro. And then as soon as he changes the frequency, he plays another song. It's like another smooth song, whatever, a Drake song or whatever it is. And it's not about robbing and shooting and killing. I feel the frequency, and I'm like, literally, I feel so much better. I'm like, this is the power of music. Music is not just music. It's very, very spiritual, right? So what we listen to is so important, right? What we listen to is so fucking important because it also gets stored in your subconscious mind as well. And you'll act out later on. Like when you walk into a store and you hear a song playing, you don't even like the song, but then you leave the store, you're in the car, and now you hear that song, you start singing it, you know? Like
everything is going
you start
into
hearing it. Say it again.
everything goes into our subconscious mind. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Any media, yes, conscious queen. Any kind of media. So while you're strolling, even when you're strolling a lot on the gram too, that's very, very freaking dangerous,
That's
because
true.
you're gonna manifest what you've been watching, what you've been consuming. You can manifest that reality. So you want to make sure, like, okay, you catch it before it can even manifest, because you're like, okay, you know what? Nah, I gotta go tap into somebody on my frequencies,
Right.
see what you can offer, what kind of knowledge you can offer, what kind of healing you can offer, instead of um being distracted and being consumed, by false
Affected by a lot of things and false prophets and false information, things that are not even going to help us in this moment. Like people talking about fairies and robots and aliens and crazy shit like that. Like y'all don't hear me talk about none of that shit. You know why? Because you can't apply that right now. I talk about shit that you can apply right now, what we can do right now. That's shit that's real. Okay? That's why I talk about it. I don't talk about all those fantasy things. Some of them are real and have been real in the past. But
like we're not
like, is
even
the
there.
earth round or flat? I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. What matters more is knowing that I am the earth. I
It's like
am the earth, and I need to move as the earth and connect to the earth organically. But go, what you say?
mastermind.
Peace, God.
Mastermind. I think this guy is from your country. I still do, but I realized, like, mastermind, X45 mastermind.
You said
We
you
should bring him.
realize what?
He from
Nigeria?
He's from Nigeria. Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh God, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I used to listen to him. It's very interesting. But yeah, you hitting all the points, Adam. You know this stuff very, very well.
Yes.
And y'all can keep
Like
downplaying. I know he
one thing.
crazy this, but when you sit alone, you're gonna see everything. If you really sit alone, you see everything for yourself.
Right.
But being distracted, you can't see anything because something is distracting you. Like, imagine you walking into your greatness and somebody that's not ready to walk into their greatness is attached to you. How you think they're gonna feel? They're gonna pull you back.
Facts. Crabs in a bucket.
They're gonna
That's
pull
why you
you
can't
back.
be around people that aren't as great as you mentally. I don't understand what you understand because they will try to pull you down. They try to be like, oh no, come back down to my level. Come back down to my level. That's what's going to happen. Crabs in a bucket. So you need to get around people that think like you. People carrying.
Put that wig on. Put that wig on.
Yeah.
Suggestions. What's wrong with you? Like, it'll be so smooth. Oh my God, this is the devil deceiving.
The devil's deceiving. It's they don't, because they're unconscious. They're making unconscious decisions for you. If you're on people that's like, you're on your girlfriends, right? And you're a black woman and they're like, oh yeah, you can put a wig on, girl, looks good. Or let's get our nails painted. Let's put acrylic nails on, Let's put contacts in our eyes and change them. Let's damage our hair. Let's perm it, They suggest it so nicely. It feels like it's not the devil. That's the devil. That's the lower self right in front of you and you don't even know it. People that are the devil are right next to you in your house right now, literally, okay? Because we even have the devil within us, our lower self, our lower thoughts.
Even sometimes our minds a little bit to be like, you know what, maybe I should, or maybe a little bit. Like, you'll find yourself there a little bit,
We've been programmed.
Programs, yes, programs, so freaking deep. So the program is so freaking deep. It's like, why can't I accept myself that I've arrived? Why don't you feel?
Because society doesn't want to accept.
Why? How dare you trouble yourself? Like, how dare you trouble yourself, like thyself? How can you trouble thyself? if somebody outside of you trying to trouble you, like, but how can you trouble thyself? Like,
Because nobody's truly outside of you. Everything is you. No
everything
such thing
is
as outside. Everything is inside. When you look
everything.
up into the sky, into the stars, you see the stars. They tell you it's 50 million billion miles away, right? But
Yeah,
really, that's not that far away. It's actually inside of you. Everything you're seeing outside is actually inside. Okay, that's why they say as above, so below, as within, so without, right? This is what we must understand. So it's not scary for you to go to the tropics or go across the world because you're not really going across the world. You're just going into another piece of your own mind. Everything in this existence is consciousness, and it is your own mind. You're projecting this entire reality to your own self, talking to yourself. You are the universe talking to itself, trying to get conscious and aware of itself. This is all that's going on at all times. So you must understand you want to connect with other parts of yourself that think just like you, because then you're going to be in the most harmony because you're going to be in the most oneness, same
yeah.
frequency, right? So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to connect with actual reflections that are like me, but I'm not trying to make sure I have everything squared away. I have every single resource that I might need. No, I'm going to come together and let the magic of the universe show itself. Okay. I will have some stuff for myself, some resources for myself, but I want to come together and come together with other reflections that have resources as well. Okay, then we can build together and then move forward from there. Okay, and let the universe show the magic that we need. Okay, if we want to manifest a trailer truck or a truck of this kind, we want to manifest some land. We can put our minds together, especially for gods. All have divine minds. We can manifest that easily. Okay, and when we go to the tropics, when I went to the tropics, I met a whole bunch of other conscious beings that thought just like me that I didn't even know, supposedly didn't know, but they're really just me. If they weren't me, who else are they? Everything is me. Everything is
I
God.
am my greatest resources. I am my greatest resource. Yeah, I am. I am.
So I
so,
need people. People are the greatest resource. Your
yeah.
network is your network.
So that's also a little bit of a program because we are programmed to, to look outside of us. Like you said, it's all me, but not forgetting thyself. Like, because if you don't have this knowledge, but you have the resources, then you will know which direction
Right.
the resources need to go towards, which you need to um, sow seeds into the kingdom, right? Sow seeds here. Don't store your treasures on earth. So you need to sow seeds here. So everything that you're doing, like everything's supposed to go into this, making this greater and cultivating this knowledge and actually, working for God. This is how you work for God. This is how you work for God,
When you
because
work for God, you do God's will. You do what God will do. What God would have done if He was on the earth, which God is the earth, and God is on the earth. And my name is Adam. If you look up the meaning of Adam, the word Adam literally means earth. I am the earth. I am actually God. Yes. And that's why I'm connecting with myself to connect back to my higher self, my true higher self, the Son. Okay? This is what we must do. What we will
exactly.
do. We will do God's will. I will do God's will.
This is what Nature Boy said. He leads you to Christ. That's what he said. How can you do God's will if you don't know what God will do?
Dude, that's a fact.
So it's like me, okay, on my journey, and I paid attention to how I was moving. Like I was consciously aware of everything I was doing. And I received a lot of shame and a lot of judgment because I was the one that was like, yo, I'm for this knowledge. So I emptied my cup. I emptied my cup. I emptied my cup.
What is
And
that?
I'm like,
Wait. What is emptying your cup? Emptying your cup is what? Letting go of what no longer serves you.
yes, and
You have to. That's the problem. That's why. Okay, so it's in movement. This whole life is about movement. Why don't we move? Why don't we actually make the move to do something, right? To get to where we actually know we need to be. Because we're holding on to old attachments, things like family members. Okay, our connection that we bonded and we created, right? And even when I travel, it's not easy. I do miss my family here because I grew up there with the first 19, 20 years of my life, right? So of course I'm deeply connected and bonded with them. So it's going to hurt. This journey is not supposed to be easy. That's why it's called picking up your cross or carrying your unk, right? Picking up your unk and taking the walking and moving as Christ would, because it's going to be a journey. You have to keep moving while all your enemies and your lower self is throwing stones at you. You have to keep walking and keep moving. Okay, that's what you see me doing. I'm walking in the Christ consciousness right now. Okay, this is how it is. When I went to Hawaii, I spoke the truth. I told the Hawaiians, we are the original black people are the original people. Okay, we are the Aboriginal people of the earth. Okay, we're brown like the ground. They are also brown like the ground too. But what I'm saying is the original Hawaiians are literally black people, or African people. When I told them this, some of them gave me actual death threats. They literally did. More than one gave me death threats. They're like, no, the fuck, da, 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 da. This is our territory. You know, Hawaiians are very territorial, you know, because they have their little island. It's kind of small, you know. But I see why they're very territorial about it, because even the white man came there and also conquered and took over us and then took over them. And now it's mostly ran by a lot of white people there in Hawaii as well, you know. But there's still the native Hawaiians that are there as well. But when I come there as a black man, and even their king that they call King Kamehameha, right? He is even a black African man. But then when I come there and say, we're the original people, they hate me. They said, don't come back around here or else I'll fucking kill you, you know, some of them. But obviously I wasn't scared because I know I'm protected by the frequency. No matter what, they can't touch me. They cannot touch me. And I
No,
knew
exactly.
so I wasn't scared, but I knew I had a message to give. They're trying to kill the truth that's within me that I'm speaking to them, but they can't kill the truth.
Cannot.
The truth is a consciousness, it's a frequency.
It will come in a different form. It will come in a different form. Because that's just what it is, you know. I'm praying for you, my reflection, to see it for yourself, because at this point, all who have eyes to see and ears to hear can hear. So even me right now, I cannot even save you. You know, I could save myself, right? But I can't make you. I can bring you to the well, but I can't make you drink.
No, the truth must live inside of you. The truth must live inside of you first for you to be attracted to it. And this is why your journey is already predestined, and you will succeed in the end, because the truth already lives within you, right? So if you hear this message right now, you are the chosen one. You are one of the chosen ones. Okay, if you really resonate with it. Okay, many people can listen to this but not be truly chosen for this journey, right? But if you're listening to it and you really understand everything I'm saying, you watch me constantly and watch other spiritual teachers, you know that it's already predestined and predetermined, okay, for you to rise in this lifetime, and you will.
Exactly. I know. This is what I know. And I feel it in my core that you know, like, follow me and I make you believer. That's what I've been doing. I've been following this consciousness ever since I've been awakened. I've been following it, and I'm a believer. Like, I'm not even a believer. I know. I know, because my words are power, right?
Yes.
When I speak greatness over my life, when I speak protection over my life, and so
you summon your reality.
Yes, and we could even go into religion where, you know, you can actually see, like, people that's that's connected to a religion, they know, but however, they have attachments, and you know, they form this kind of, you know, this kind of tribe, because let's call it a tribe now, you know. That's the church, the Muslim. These are all different tribes, you know. This is how they manifest, by, you know, doing what they do, but they deep down inside is me, it's still me.
Yeah.
And they know this,
the lower self. We're connected to our higher self.
Why? Because they have attachments. Because, like, in the churches, they do teach you, you know, speak over your children's life. Yes, you're supposed to speak over your life, but also it's for them to do. Oh, Adam video. Adam, you got is spinning.
Say what? My connection is fucking up. My bad.
Yeah.
I was just moving around.
Yeah. Yeah. It seemed like a tribe, because that's what they do. They figure, like, okay, we're gonna use this now, because now I'm starting to see, like, you can either use this knowledge in the right way, or you can actually use it like into your lower self. So in the churches, no, the
Can you
pastor be like,
give an example?
pastor be like, get out of here. I'm eating right now. I'm eating. I'm collecting that money. Guy, get out of here with that. These people, that don't really know, like, come on, get out of here with that. I'm eating good. I'm with my, they got the cars and they, yeah, eating while you over there, just not.
What you mean?
Talking about when it comes to the churches, right? In the pastors of these churches, how they're always the way how they manifest is by pushing the false knowledge, pushing the false knowledge. Because
And they
if
get
you
blessings from the devil. That's what they do. Because we don't need to go to the church in order for us to be
right,
conscious and be
if I
connected to
tell
God.
you that you can do the same thing that I can do, then it won't benefit. Or I guess that's the fear, right? That's the fear. The fear is that it won't benefit you, or it won't benefit that person,
Right.
It won't
Right.
benefit. It won't
The
benefit that pastor.
that's truly going to benefit any of us is what? Connecting with our higher self. People think they really want happiness. They really want cars. They really want clothes. They want this certain woman, this certain man.
Absolutely
What
not.
you really want, what your soul really wants, is to connect to your core, your own
Yes,
being, to connect to nature, the trees and the bees, your
yes,
oneness.
yes, yes,
Okay, the Christ consciousness. That is what your soul really is feeling for. And
yes,
once you connect to that and feel that frequency, this is where you find all peace and love,
yes, yes,
and you
yes.
can feel truly fulfilled and whole within
And
yourself.
and the best place to do that is in a tropical environment. Yes, the
Yeah,
best place to do it, because
that connection
this
to is the bag.
being in the cold is not it. This is not it. It's not it.
That's a fact.
It's not. It's actually like a punishment, like for God.
That's why I came
You know,
back inside. It was too cold. It is a punishment. That shit's too
it's
fucking.
a punishment. I was like, okay, what did I do? And I know I figured I did something. I had to do something for my universe to push me back here. I was like, oh, I did something, because I'm always gonna, like, this is how the universe works.
We
I
got
truly.
out of tune. We get out of tune.
Yeah, I was out of tune. In a way, I was out of tune, but I will see exactly what it is. But I accept that, what, somewhere, some shape or form, I was out of tune with nature. So nature be like, oh, I'm gonna sit you down for a little bit. So when you do get back to that heavenly state, you can really appreciate it, and you can really, you'll fight to be there and to actually ascend from there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Because
like
this, look, these lights, we're not supposed to be with these lights. No, these lights affect our eyes, affects our pineal gland, it affects our skin, everything. We're not supposed to be with these artificial lights. It's supposed to be outside in nature, going with the circadian rhythm of the earth, and go to sleep when the sun goes down, and then wake up when the sun comes up,
I
right?
was doing that.
Go outside and connect with the natural air, see, and not be boxed in and not have the window open. I have the window closed right now, but I usually have my window open because you want to have that constant flow of pure oxygen. This is what we need to do. Always be connecting in everlasting communion with God, which is nature. So we need to be in everlasting communion with nature. This is what heaven is, the kingdom of heaven. Yes, heaven is everything that we see, right? But there's certain levels of it, right? When you can connect to your higher self of heaven, your higher self, higher realms of heaven, that's the tropics. This is the higher realms of the heavenly realms, okay? The lower is when you get to the colder places, right? This is stagnation. When
Yeah.
they get cold, they die, they shrivel up.
See all these walls, all these buildings and stuff. They're basically like we call it insulating. You can't really,
Insulating you as a cell because we are
and
cells.
it's supposed to be coming in directly into your body. You're not getting that. I was talking a lot about that. Like I used to be on the land every day, and most days when I go live, I'm like, y'all need to, you have to get direct sunlight.
Mm-hmm. Because when we're in a box, we're in a jail. So we are cells. We're made of trillions of cells. So we're a cell, right? And life is, I mean, our house right now is a box. It's a square. A window's a square. Everything's a square. This traps our energy. Our energy moves in a vortex, in a circle.
And it's even
square. Boom. This is our cell block. It's like a block. That's literally like a jail. A jail is like, they call it a cell block. So that's why you need to get out of the cell block, because you're blocking your cell from connecting to the other cells, which is the true big cell, which is the earth, right? That's what we need to do. Connect to nature.
Even the cell phones is square too. There's a lot of blockage.
Babylon is squares because it's all about stagnation. And guess what? This is the white man's world, if you want to call it that, right? This Babylonian system, they made everything in squares, the buildings in squares, the phone in squares, okay? Hell is squares. So this is like it's like a hell state. It's a hell state because it's a stagnation of energy. They're always inside the houses, right? In my new job, we go to houses and we work on pools and stuff like that, right? And they have big, big houses that I see, big as fuck. They look like damn mansions, definitely at least 3 stories each one, and have a pool in the backyard and everything, right? And I'm like, their house is so big, there's barely anybody in it. But I go, there's 1, 2 people in it, and I'm like, that's big enough to fit 50 people in there, right? Literally, to live and thrive, right? So I'm saying, like, those houses are so big, and they don't even get to live in it because they're still working so much, and they're trapped in the system, working. They don't even get to live in the house that they bought, and they're actually in debt. Most people that buy those big houses are in debt. So you're literally going into a trap. That's why I'm not gonna work and get a whole bunch of money so I can go buy a house and be in debt. Like, are you retarded? No. I'm gonna make money so I can go buy some land somewhere and then be self-sustainable. This is my whole goal. So if you are like-minded, you think like me, hit my DM. Okay, we're gonna connect, we're gonna talk, and let's make it happen, right? And then once we get there, we're gonna find a way to actually be self-sustainable with money as well, in any shape or way and form that's needed, that's necessary. So this is exactly what I'm on, and I'm not trying to stay here very long. I hate being cold. I hate being away from the sun. I love the sun with a passion.
So it's Empress Imani.
What's up? Oh yeah, goddess, peace.
Yes, Adam is serious because he definitely been through a lot. A whole lot, you know, like you can do you can do the spiritual work, but then you can do the physical work. Like I've done a lot of physical work, so I'm now getting into like really studying the sciences and everything behind this the knowledge, right? Yeah. But both, it still work. Still gotta, the work never stops. Like it never stops because it's in us.
And it is in us. And yeah. I'm just trying to give y'all an example. Wait, can you show them your hair?
Oh, yeah.
Hair, you know?
Yeah, my hair's like
how hair is supposed to look. You know? You need to go back to Black woman.
Shout out
your hair is beautiful. You look beautiful.
An Empress Eye, yes, and Alicia.
Yeah.
My lovely reflections. Also, my blood family.
Right.
You know, they helped me a lot. King Easy helped me a lot also. Helped me a lot. Yeah, Adam helped a lot too.
Ezekiel, we always on this journey. We help self.
What? I was watching this picture the other day. It was in Costa Rica when we first got there. Ozioma was like this little. And I'm like, wait, Adam been on this journey with us the whole time.
Yes.
I was like, wow. Like, and then we just kept going. Like, we just kept going.
Guts,
we
man.
bounced back to the States. We bounced back. If we needed to come back, like, we just all kept growing, you know, and moving, you know.
Journey, you gotta have guts. You can't be scared to move. That's just what it is. When we were in Costa Rica together, me and you, right? Yeah. And we're about to go to Africa. You were even scared to even go to Africa because you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with Ozioma, how I'm gonna deal with my baby, and you didn't know. But we went, we did it, and everything worked out.
I knew she was gonna be good.
You know,
I already knew she was gonna be good. I was like, I knew she was gonna be good, but I just knew. Somehow I just knew we had to go there. I was like, yo, we gotta go there.
You know, it worked. We were able to stay there, but the only thing that didn't work is have money that was still being accumulated while we were there. This is the problem. That's why I said when I move out to the tropics again, we need to find another way to get money flowing in another way, right? Keep it flowing. This is the only thing that's kind of difficult, but it will be done. God's
Yeah.
will be done.
Patience.
Yeah. Yes.
Patience again. Patience, you know? Patience.
I don't want to keep coming back here. Yes, I love my Babylonian family. I do.
You can come back here because the internet over there was trash.
We're in Africa.
Yeah, I felt like
Areas, in certain areas, there's a rich side of Africa, and there's a poor side of Africa. There's rich sides and poor sides of every place that
where
you
we were, the internet was trash, and I felt like, yo, if I can't walk outside and preach, like, you know what, I'm just gonna have to take the ticket. So I go back and get my internet and preach because I can't stop. Like I love myself. So I have to enlighten myself, because while I'm loving myself and I don't see my reflections, you know, if you try to disturb me from loving myself, then I know I have to bring awareness to you or another part of myself.
or get away from them. You're not supposed to be, but I don't understand you. That's just hell. It's a hell state. You know, we do have to tell people certain things and plant seeds and certain reflections. Of course, every parts of ourselves, but you don't want to be hanging around them too long, because you're going to feel misunderstood. You're going to feel left out. You're going to feel a disconnect. It's not going to feel right. Right?
Yeah.
That's because our souls are meant to connect with certain beings and bond with them in order to get to a certain place. That's why we have relationships. It's called a relationship. Getting with people that we relate to, and it's a ship. When we relate to someone then they take us somewhere on a ship, on a trip, right? So we get into relationships in order for us to move somewhere consciously, to travel consciously. Even in this conversation right now, as you're speaking to me, you're sitting down, probably somewhere, not moving, but really you're flying all around. I'm moving for you right now, and you're going into my vision. You can feel my vision, and we're traveling together right now consciously. And you're seeing my vision as I'm painting the picture for you right now and speaking it into existence. I'm speaking it literally into existence right now, because you're going to see me in a topic soon, because I'm going to do it, because I said so, because I'm God. Yes. And it's going to be beautiful. Like, I can't wait to be butt naked in the sun again. Okay? That's how I be.
Yeah, I try to. One thing I want to do. I want to go to the mountains. I didn't get to do that.
In Arusha, went to the mountains. That shit was amazing.
Oh, that was the mountain.
God, we were in the mountains.
Oh, so that's right.
It was so lit.
We were with reflections that had fear. They had a fear. They was a little bit scared. So they was like, oh, come this way, come this way, come this way. They didn't want us to like soak it up and realize that. I was like, yeah. So let me say this to myself. So when you are embarking on this journey and you are becoming consciously aware of self, right? Of the I am, this knowledge, right? You're going to be, people going to be around you that's going to try to push fear on you, you know? And oh my God. When I look down where we took those pictures with Freddie's daughter, when I looked over and I saw that view, I was like, what? Bliss. But we couldn't take it. I couldn't even take it all in because we had to go. I was like, oh, come. And they tried to get us in and out. So that's to show you how, I'm showing you how, like, when you're trying to get a hold of yourself, of this knowledge, somebody's going to be hushing you and telling you, come. You got to, fix this shit or, like, do some bullshit.
Right.
Oh.
Crabs in a bucket. So if you're on this frequency and you're trying to get away from certain family members or something that are not on your frequency, okay, or some people that are not on your frequency,
the rush.
It's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. And they're actually a test for you. They're going to try to drag you down, crabs in a bucket. Yeah. When they see you elevated and about to leave and be free from the system some kind of way, right? They're going to try to pull you down to be on their frequency and be trapped with them, okay, and want you to work a job or some shit the rest of your life. You have to fight against them. Okay, these people are right next to you. You have to fight against them and let them know. Don't tell them everything that you want to do. Okay, make the plan and then tell them afterwards, and then do the plan. Okay, or get out of there.
And then
That's what I did
be mindful.
every single time that I traveled and moved, because they're not going to understand. You can't explain it to them because they're never going to understand. They were never meant to understand, because the truth that exists within you, to the degree that it exists within you, it does not exist within them. Okay, to that degree. So you have to move on your own belief. You have to believe in your own self and understand who you are. Okay, and it's not going to be easy. Like I said, they're going to try to drag you down and put fear in you. They're going to put fear in you because they have fear. Okay, they get pumped with fear by social media and news that they watch on TV. You know, my dad and my mom, I can't tell them to stop watching the news. They don't understand that. They go to sleep with the news on the TV on all day long, and when they go to sleep, it's on. So it's playing into their subconscious mind. Okay, even while they're sleeping, they're uploading the news. They have their brain completely walked. They're completely. I cannot break the truth for them. I need to move with my truth. Go speak.
So they made a bond to that fear, basically.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Just sometimes you have to let go of things you don't want to in order to become free. Exactly. Simple. Exactly, Conscious Queen. You're right.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Stop being afraid. Stop thinking you need to have all this money. You need to have everything set up. No. You need to take an actual leap of faith. Okay? And just do it. That's what you need to do. Especially if you believe in God, you know that miracles are possible. And that's when the universe is going to be able to show you its magic. It's when you are in the unknown and you have a little bit of doubt and you're a little bit scared. Then the universe is going to show you its magic and you're going to gain confidence on the way, right? I know this because I've done it more than once. Okay? I'm telling you how the journey actually works. And what is the journey? The journey is just me. I am the journey. Everything you're going through in your life is you. I'm the only thing in existence. Okay? So whatever you do, you're going to support yourself in some kind of way. People that come to you to help you along the journey are going to be other reflections and versions of you. Okay? So just know that. You will be fine.
I am.
I am that I am. But I think I'm going to end it at this point, right? Unless you have something else to say.
Yeah, fear no evil. What else can we say? What else can we really say? Fear no evil. And
network.
Keep holding on to the knowledge. Keep the knowledge no matter what you do.
Mm-hmm. It's the most important thing.
What you do. So
thing.
Right. I don't think he's working right now, but I know he's over there like doing this knowledge because he's been placed there like the undercover bosses. I already know he cannot not teach. Because you're gonna find yourself everywhere. You're gonna need to correct yourself everywhere. You're gonna need to, enlighten yourself wherever you go.
Yes, and if you know this knowledge, you can't turn around. You can't go back. You have to commit to this journey. You have to. There's no choice. All roads lead to the source. So no matter where you try to go, you're gonna still have to go on that journey towards your higher self, no matter what.
You already been awoken to the truth. So it's like, how can you?
Oh my God! And actually, the unknown is one of the truest realities. When you go to sleep at night, you go into darkness, right? And you're in complete darkness. That is the same darkness that you see in the night sky, the melanin in the sky, the carbon, right? When you see the sun shining, imagine a flashlight being flashed into the universe. The sun is a flashlight being flashed into the universe. The universe is actually truly darkness, all filled with darkness, right? So when you turn the light off, all you see is darkness. When you turn the light on, it's just an illusion. The darkness is really the true reality. The darkness represents the unknown, okay? That unknown is the truest, realest reality. Okay, so really you think you're going into the unknown when you do things, taking a risk. Really, everything is already known in the unknown because you're everything in existence. You are God. You hold all information.
Yeah.
So illusion, you have to break through the illusion in your mind first, then happen and come forth in your reality.
Stay in the present. Stay in the present moment. This is what you have to do. You have to stay in the present moment. So everything that you're doing, and no matter what you're feeling, like ask yourself, am I being present right now? Presently, I'm right here, sitting down right here. And if something is disturbing you, it's because you're not present, right? So you come back to being present. Presently, I don't need to accept fear because that's not my reality, you know?